Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So in this video, I'm going to solve a problem related to arrays which has been asked in many of the interviews, especially coding interviews. So the question is, suppose there is an array. Here, for example, we have an array with these elements and you have to find the longest leading fragment, that is prefix, of this array in which there is an equal number of occurrences of x and y, where x and y are integers. So let's understand from the example. So you have given two integers, let's say x equals to 7 and y equals to 42. And there is this array. So you have to find out the longest fragment in which the number of occurrences of x and y should be the same. See, in this example, see at the array index 0, the element is 6. Now 6 is neither equal to x nor equal to y. So it means it has 0 occurrences of x and y. Now let's see, move ahead. The next element is 42. So here the 42 equals to y. So it means now in this fragment, the number of occurrences of x is 0 and y is 1. So it's not same, right? Number of x and y are not same. So let's move ahead. See, now the next element is 11. Now in this fragment from a of 0 to a of 1, you see the number of occurrences of y is 1, but the number of occurrences of x is still 0. Now move ahead. Now see from a0 to a4. Okay, so you see now a3, at the index 3 we have the element 7. So now from 6 to 7 you can see the number of occurrences of x and y are same. It's 1. Now next, when you keep moving like this, so you have to find the largest sequence where the number of occurrences of x and y should be the same. So in this case it is 4, because from a of 0 to a of 4 the number of x and y are same, because as you move forward we don't have any value of x, only y is there, so number of x and y will not be the same. Okay, let's see one more example. Here x equals to 6 and y equals to 13, and the array contains 13, 13 and 1 and 6. Now you see, when we see at the index 0, it's only 13. So we have y but not x. Okay, then the next element, again the occurrences of y is 2 and x is still 0. So x is not it's still not the same. The occurrences of x and y it's still not the same. Then when you see the next element, again the value of occurrences of y is 2 and x is still 0. But when you check the whole array, now the occurrences of y is 1. See, x equals to 6 and here at a of 3 is equals to 6. But again, overall, when you see the number of occurrences of the value of y, that is 13, in this array is 2, but the number of occurrences of x, that is 6, is still 1. So it means we don't get any prefix, any fragment where the number of x and y should be the same. So in this case, it should return -1. Okay. Again, in this case, if you see x equals to 100 and y equals to 63 in this array, when you will traverse the whole array and will count the occurrences of x and y, you will see till the a of 5, the number of occurrences of x and y will be the same. So it should return the longest prefix position, that is 5. Okay. I hope the question is clear for you guys. So let's try to solve it. So pretty much we can see what will be the logic here. We will have to traverse the array and we have to check the element one by one, and we have to compare the value. If it is equals to the value of y, then we can keep one counter and increase its value, and if it is the value of x, then again we can have separate counters for the value of x and y, and we can increase them as the occurrence increased, and then we can maybe compare the values. So let's see. I'm going to solve it. So first of all, I'm creating a new class here. I am naming it longest prefix, okay, and then public static void main and finish. Okay, so first of all I am going to define the array on which we'll be working. Okay, so I'm copying its value from here only. The type of array is integer, and I have to change these braces because I'm writing the code in Java. Okay, now so now I'm taking one integer where I will store my result. So I'm giving it value -1 because whenever there will be the case when the occurrences will be 0, so it should return -1 or it should print -1. Okay, now let's take counters for number of occurrences. So let's say nx and ny equals to 0. Okay, now I am taking the loop for traversing on the array. I less than I less than array's length means a dot length and I plus plus. Okay, now inside this loop what I'll be doing is first I will be checking if the first element is equals to the value of x. Okay, I have to give the value of x and y as well. So here in x equal to, say, I'm taking the values from the same example which was given in the problem, and y equals to 42, right? So in I equal to x, so I'm comparing here. If in I equal to x, then the counter of x should be increased. Okay, what's okay, sorry, so I am using this value x inside the static method, so I have to declare these integers as a static. So here I'm making it as a static. This is one method. Okay, so I forgot to initialize the nx variable, so I have just initialize it here. Okay, so I have increased, I have compared, I'm comparing one by one. If the element at particular index is equal to x, then the counter should be increased. Okay, so now this is for comparing the value of x. Now we have to compare at the same time the value of y as well, because if the element of the array is not equal to x, then we have to compare with y. So here I am doing if a of I equal to y, then what happens? Counter of occurrence of y should be increased by 1. Okay, then when this happens, every time we will be comparing if nx equal to ny, then result final answer should be y. And then at last we can simply print our answer. So longest leading fragment of the array is result. Okay. So this is the approach we are taking here. So let's run this program. So here it has given longest leading fragment of the array is 4, which is correct in this case. So let's test with another example of the array. I am taking this array and let's see if it is returning -1 or not. So here you can see, because in this array, in this particular array, we are not getting any prefix where the number of occurrences of x and y are same. See, because y is occurring twice, but x is not occurring even once. So let's see for one more example. I'm taking this array, x equals to 100 and y equals to 63. So I'm changing the value of array here. X equals to 100 and y equals to 63. So I'm running it. So it should return 5, I guess. See. So this is the logic, and this is a very, very important question. So you must practice it and you must understand the logic. Let me know if you have any question regarding this. If you like this video, please like, share and subscribe, and let me know if you want me to solve any other question.